Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Colts going up against the Raiders.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Oakland Raiders. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And to give this time to the tailback. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And he'll bang that one through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Throwing here, Boykin on 1st. Looking middle, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field. For a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go!
On 3rd down, Boykin. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Play fake here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Boykin will throw again. And this is Moncrief with a catch. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Boykin to throw on 3rd. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Vinatieri's kick is good. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Raiders. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now a play fake. Carr. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Hassan Ridgeway. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Carr to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by C.O. Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
I don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
It's caught by Moncrief. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Boykin. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are in for 6. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Carr going option right. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner,
On third and long, it's Carr. Finds his target. It's Gates. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A gain of 19 in picking up the first. On the draw, Carr leads to Washington. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Carr throwing on second down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Now he's flushed out left. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now.
Here we go.
Now Boykin on first down. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And for right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. First down, Boykin. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. To throw is Boykin. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the gun on 3rd, it's Boykin being chased out left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7.
How about the run out of Vinatieri? Had 2015, 25 straight to close it out. 2016, 19 more to set the all-time record of 44 straight field goals. He's been doing it for a long time. Could he be a first-ballot Hall of Famer?
Well, let me ask you, do you think so?
It would tell me that the game has evolved the way people think, and I think he deserves it.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Gates, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Caught by Gates, left side. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Boykin. Over the middle, complete. That's Yoder. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Here we go. Brand 38.
They'll throw on first with Boykin. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Boykin looking to go to the air again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Edwards able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Come on, let's go. Let's round. Let's round.
From the shotgun, Boykin. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Boykin on 1st and 10. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Boykin. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop sack of the year. The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Vinatieri's kick is good. So we come to halftime here with and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get this...
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now Boykin on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, Boykin. They find some open field here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 17 there, and it'll be fourth down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. .47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Raiders will take over now first and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
On second down, here's Carr. Gates has it over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first, here's Washington. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Running it, Washington. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw on third down, Carr. And that's complete to Gates. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
To throw, it's Carr. Incomplete. Gates, the intended receiver there, and it's third down.
A man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now it's Boykin. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. On 2nd down, here's Boykin. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Boykin. And he's got Moncrief. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
It showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go. Grand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now it's Boykin. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Steps away to his left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Now Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. Carr finding Patterson there for a Raider first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Throwing on first down is Carr. Brought in by Walford, right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. On first down, Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the two-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that two-point conversion. Back to throw. And that's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock. Now let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Now a handoff looking right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Second down, 9 yards to go. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Boykin's going to throw it, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. They'll run it with McCoy. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. The Colts send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Washington's got it. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 38. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gates with a grab. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
One final try now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And scoring again, the Saints have extended their lead. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Colts, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation